Today we're chatting with Josh Thomas.
A psychiatrist said to my manager, "Oh, Josh Thomas is autistic," just from watching me on TV.
I'll tell you about a brand new Japanese restaurant in Toronto, and Dan will give us the lowdown on the launch of the Paul Wazine Memorial Music Grant. Produced on Awabakal and Warramai land, this is the good stuff on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good. Good
stuff.
The good stuff. Umi Japanese restaurant has just opened its doors on the Boulevard in Toronto. Their menu has everything you're looking for, from donburi, udon and sushi to karagi, takoyaki and agadashi tofu. Yummy. It's the second Japanese restaurant to open in Toronto in recent years. To check it out for yourself and find out more, head on over to newcastlelive.com.au.
Good.
The totally brilliant Josh Thomas is bringing his show Let's Tidy Up to Newey this weekend. Here's the chat that we had with Josh. You've just done a run of shows to start off the tour at the Opera House. How's it been so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to do shows at the Opera House.
Yeah.
My mum was really excited, She came down for it. It's the Opera House.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It was good.
That's good. Did you get the reaction that you thought you would with this new show?
I really like this new show. Yeah. And people have been laughing a lot. Yes. Sure. I don't like having to compliment the show in the press tour. That's like a weird thing to have to do. But I do like it. It's my best show I've done.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've never really done a show that good.
Okay, fair. Well, I mean, I feel like it's kind of okay to compliment it this time because it was written alongside Lely Katz. So what was it like writing it with someone else and rather than doing it by yourself?
Well, I've never done it by myself.
Oh,
I never
okay.
write anything alone. No, I never write anything alone. I'm trying to live a nice life. And I can't. Like, if I try and write alone, I just sit at my desk, like, just a bit in a bad mood.
Yeah.
It's much nicer to write with friends. You just go to, like, get lunch, take a little pad and some paper, have a chat, scroll some stuff down. All my stand-up shows I've had somebody, and they're usually credited. I don't know why this one. I mean, I think stand-ups usually have somebody that they write with, but they're like a bit like those boys like to be a bit macho about it. And they don't like to credit people. They want it to feel like, I don't know, I guess if you're watching stand-up traditionally, you don't want to feel like somebody else helped them write it. You want to feel like it's like just something that this person came up with on that stage, like, and it was like easy.
Yeah.
So people like don't like to admit it, but she's like one of Australia's best playwrights. She's working on the show. Obviously, I want people to know about it. And it was really fun. She was really funny. And I mean, it's so much nicer. You don't want to be sitting there all alone and tortured.
Yeah.
Some people are like that. Some writers are like that. They like to go and sit in their own thoughts and like the quiet. I don't ever want to sit in my thoughts in the quiet.
No, neither.
Not ever.
Neither. I'm not very productive when that happens.
No, and not fun either.
No.
Like, at least if you see a friend and write for the day and nothing comes out of it, at least you had a nice day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least you got to see a friend.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about the overarching themes of Let's Tidy Up.
It's about one time 2 years ago when I had to tidy the house.
Right.
Does that sound like a good idea for a show? And then it's like I talk about, and then there's like a love story, and then I don't know. I've been asking the audience recently if they really think the show is about tidying up, and they say no.
Okay.
But they say not really. I had two diagnoses. I got diagnosed with ADHD 9 years ago, and then I got diagnosed with autism 2 years ago. And like the kind of the heart of when you get diagnosed with these things is they say you're never going to get better at these things. In a nicer way.
Yeah.
I say it in a nicer way. But they say, when my ADHD psychiatrist described me as incurable, which is just one wrong word that she said 9 years ago that I've now done 1,000 interviews about and a tour about. I feel a bit bad for her. She winced as soon as she said it. She knew it was the wrong word to use. And I guess the show is trying to figure out like how curable I am / we are.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, incurable is a weird word to use.
Yeah, she made a mistake.
Yeah.
Poor thing. I just wonder, I wonder just out there just seeing these articles being like, what?
What have I done? Well, I mean, at least she's inspired some really great stuff.
Like, it's not the word you're meant to use, but it is what they say to you.
Mhm.
They do say like the only like real therapy is the process is accepting that these are things that you're deficient at. Does that sound like a better word? Deficient? Not really.
Yeah, no.
And that you know a big part of it is accepting, trying to make it easier to not fall over, but accepting that you're going to fall over is kind of that's the crux of the diagnoses.
Yeah,
But I
wow.
sort of thought, I guess I sort of thought that as I got older, I'd get better at being tidy. I thought these were just skills that I was accumulating throughout my life. That when I grew up, I'd be grown up. And they were like, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. So that diagnosis of autism would have come after everything's going to be okay, right?
Yeah, I made this show. I saw this documentary about autistic people. It was called Autism in Love.
Mm.
And I even remember seeing the title of it and thinking like, wait, can autistic people fall in love? And then I watched this documentary and I was like, oh, I don't know anything about autistic people at all. And I really liked the people in the documentary. I thought they were so charming and I felt connected to them, which is funny. And then I made this show, and then in like researching the show, we sort of realized I was autistic, and also the audience of this show, because it got like a big autistic audience. They kept trying to let me know that I was autistic over and over again. So I was kind of diagnosed at first by Twitter, and then in the writer's room, and then by a psychiatrist.
That's crazy. What a way to find out. Like,
oh, actually, the first time it ever was brought up to me was a psychiatrist said it to my manager. A psychiatrist said to my manager, oh, Josh Thomas is autistic, just from watching me on TV.
Yeah. Wow.
And that was the first time it was brought up to me. And I sort of ignored it. It was like 7 years ago, I suppose.
That'd be crazy, even especially finding out so late, or not late in life, but you've had all of your developing years and then found out. That would be pretty weird, right? And kind of going through that whole process of figuring yourself out again.
Yeah, I mean, I found the ADHD diagnosis harder, but I think just because it was the first time, and I think like a lot of the stuff to like work through, I just sort of lumped it in with ADHD.
Yeah.
But and also, I mean, my like experience getting diagnosed with autism was pretty nice because I had just made this TV show where I didn't think I was autistic, but the whole point was that I like autistic people. I'd kind of like created my worldview, like my point of view on autism I created without me included in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I like spent a lot of time on that. That was like years and years we're doing this for. So I had like I decided that I liked autistic people before I was diagnosed, so it didn't hurt my feelings. Which I guess usually people would go on a journey of self-acceptance, but I sort of done that for other people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so I didn't find that. And also, I mean, the thing about autism is a lot of that social stuff is a lot of the social issues. People think that you can't do stuff. They're like, oh, you can't. And you're like I would say I can't lie, but that's not true. I just have like a very bad instinct for lying, and it's very like makes me incredibly anxious. Like it makes my whole body like, even if it's just a tiny lie, even if someone's saying like, "How's your day?" and I had a bad day, and I had to say it was a good day, that would make my chest feel like weird.
Okay.
And but that doesn't mean I can't lie. And as you get older, you get better at it. Like I know now how to pretend to like people's bad haircuts, and I do it. So it's not like you're incapacitated. It's not like you like don't have a good instinct for things. And as you get older, you like find workarounds and you sort them out. So a lot of the stuff that I'm like really bad at. I feel like now I'm kind of okay at. Like I'm much better socially than I was when I was 19. If you saw me socialize when I was 19, you'd burst into tears. Like violins would play.
Oh.
But I can like do it now. Not always successfully, but better. Like you know, there's a lot of not autistic people that we'd less prefer to have at the party than me now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I felt like I had like worked through a lot of the big issues. You know, I can make eye contact if I need to. I just don't want to.
And fair enough. Look, so I'd love to know, have you ever been to Newcastle before? Because you've got a show coming up here, obviously, on the 2nd of March. Have you ever been?
Yeah, I've been to Newcastle. I've done a show in Newcastle when I was a boy.
Yeah, how was it?
I'm sure it was great. Newcastle, nice. It's pretty there. There's the beach.
There is the beach.
There's the beach. I don't think I've been there for like 12 years, 14 years. I mean, I should compliment it, shouldn't I? But the truth is I don't know what happens there.
Yeah, that's okay. That's totally fine. You're going to find out, obviously.
I know that people that live there really love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I know that definitely people want me to say big compliments right now, but the truth is I don't remember it.
That's okay. That's okay. That's definitely not offensive.
It's not offensive, but people love it if you say like, "Oh, the Central Coast, it's so good. It's the best. It's the most beautiful place in the world." People like that.
They really do. I don't know why either, because it's like, you know, I feel like people think you're complimenting them when you're complimenting like their hometown, maybe.
They just feel seen because like it is beautiful to live there and it's like a beautiful place and they just like can't believe how beautiful it is and they just want people to see it the same way they do, which is really sweet. And I'd love to talk to you right now, but I just can't remember one thing about Newcastle.
That's all good. Look, I'd love to know as a final question, for those people who have only seen you on screen rather than been to one of your shows, what do you think they'll take away from seeing Let's Tidy Up?
What do they watch on screen?
Like, as in, Please Like Me.
If they told Please Like Me, then I think it's just Please Like Me Live.
Yeah, cool.
It's like Please Like Me the Live Spectacular. Because it's also like Please Like Me is based on my life. That there's so much stuff in there that there's so many stories that I'm like finishing. It's like the next chapter of what happened in my life to that show.
Cool.
I mean, there's even like weird bits of like crossover. I wonder if anybody ever notices them. And because I'm like talking about this boy that I dated in my mid-20s who there's like a whole episode about with Arnold. And I'm like having this weird time trying to tell the story because both times I told it like so Arnold less truthfully because it was Please Like Me. It's like more fictional. But then without like trying to tell people the same story again. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I bored myself. I bored myself mid-sentence. I couldn't even get to the end. And then it's just me. I don't know. I mean, there's jokes and stuff. It's funny.
I'm sure it will be. Look, it's been such an honor to chat with you, and I'm really, really excited to see your live show after watching Everything's Gonna Be Okay. And yeah, it'll be cool to get the live experience.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Fun. Did I make it fun? I feel like I never make it sound fun.
That's okay. I feel like
comedians come on here and like do their shtick. They like just do jokes the whole time.
I don't know. I always find that selling comedy is like the hardest thing to do because there's a lot of pressure. You know, you come on to do an interview and it's like, where are the jokes? And yeah, I always find them so hard.
I guess I could have done jokes.
No. It's not worth it. No.
2 o'clock in the morning, I can't do jokes before midday.
Well, the whole thing is you need to buy a ticket to see the jokes. You can't give everything away.
Well, I sort of think they know if they want to come.
Yeah.
Already.
That's true. All right. Well, Josh, thank you so much for chatting with me today. It's been so much fun.
Thanks, Bonnie.
That's okay.
This is where it
sounds good. Good stuff. A who's who of Newcastle music, media and local government came together at the Stag and Hunter Hotel on Friday to officially launch the Paul Wozine Memorial Music Grant. Those of us who were lucky enough to be there were treated to a live performance from Bob Corbett and Dave Carter before head of AHA Hunter Mick Starkey got up to officially welcome everyone, and we heard from the local mayor, Nuatali Nelms. Then it was time for the Jets to hit the stage.
G'day, I'm here and I'm so proud to be part of this launch of the Paul Wozine Music Grant. It's going to help out young people, young up-and-coming artists to record single and get it on the radio. And we're very excited to hear from anyone who wants to be involved and get a part of this music grant. It's going to be exciting to hear all the amazing talent that we've got here in Newcastle and in the honour and legacy of a great man, Paul Wozine.
Applications for the grant are now open. Head to newcastlelive.com.au to find out more.
The good stuff. That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Josh Thomas. Make sure that you grab your tickets to see him on Saturday night. Good to see your face, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.